Today's question is, what do clothes say about a person? We're in Exodus chapter 28, and this chapter is all about the priest, especially Aaron and his sons, and how God clothes them in his holy garments for service in the tabernacle. But don't get lost in the fabric. This ain't just about clothes. This is about glory, holiness, and a foreshadowing of our great high priest, Jesus Christ. So in verse 1, God calls his priest. He says, call for your brother Aaron and his sons, set them apart from the rest of the people of Israel so they may minister to me and be my priest. God picks Aaron and his sons, not because they're better than anybody else, but God is the one that chooses them. And all ministry starts with God's call, not man's resume. And now through Jesus, every believer is part of a royal priesthood, but we still got to be set apart and clean to serve him well. In verses 2 through 5, we see the clothes that are for glory and beauty. He says, make sacred garments for Aaron that are glorious and beautiful. Now don't miss this. These ain't just fancy robes. They're designed to reflect the holiness and majesty of God. Every color, every thread, it was all about God's glory, not Aaron's ego. And guess what? These priestly clothes point to Jesus, the only one truly clothed in righteousness. In verses 6 through 14, we see the ephod. And this was like a sacred apron, woven with gold, blue, purple, and scarlet thread. And on the shoulders, you got these 2 onyx stones, and each are engraved with 6 of the tribes of Israel. So Aaron will carry these names on his shoulders as a constant reminder. The priest carried the people before God, just like Jesus carries us on his shoulders as our good shepherd. In verses 15 through 30, we see the breastpiece of decision. And this is a breastpiece held by 12 precious stones, one for each tribe of Israel. And inside it were the mysterious Urim and Thummim, the tools the priest used to discern God's will. But here's the shouting point. It says, in this way, Aaron will carry the names of the tribes of Israel over his heart when he goes into the holy place. God's priests don't just carry the people on his shoulders, he carries them in his heart. Ain't that just like Jesus? Whoever lives to intercede for us. He don't just lift us, he loves us. In verses 31 through 43, we see the robes, the turbans, and the underwear. Yeah, God gets specific, right down to the underwear. So the robe is blue, it's got these bells and pomegranates on the hem. The bells would ring when the priests moved. It's a reminder that he was still alive in God's holy presence. And the turban has a gold plate that read, Holy to the Lord. Even their drawers were sacred. These must be worn whenever Aaron and his sons enter the tabernacle. If they fail to do this, they will die. God is holy, and you don't approach him casually. Even the hidden parts had to be clean. Same goes for us. God sees the heart, not just the suit. So what's Exodus 28 teaching us? God calls us priests, and he dresses us for glory and service. And the priest carried the people on his shoulders and over his heart, just like Jesus carries us. And you don't walk into God's presence flippantly. You come clean and holy through the blood of the Lamb. Don't think this chapter just is about ancient outfits. It's preaching Jesus from head to toe, our great high priest who stands in the gap for us. So take this to heart. God ain't looking for stylish Christians. He's looking for holy ones. So keep reading your Bible and don't be dumb.